to us all.
To us all.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Yay, Kit!
Just enough to warm your blood.
Takes the breath
Put
away.
it down there, put it down, put it
It's
down.
smoking. It's smoking.
Smoking.
No, it's a beautiful smoke.
You better be giving him a peppermint now,
It
Peter.
has a really smooth smoke.
Somebody don't stop me.
This is a wonderful feeling. So smooth. It's the smoothest whiskey I've had.
Well, I have to break it to being mellow.
No. I better not. I suppose I better have one.
Better have a peppermint.
Better have a peppermint to stick to
That'll spoil it.
No, I'll just keep it in reserve just before the full
How did you get a crick in the throat as well?
There, here I am. Thank you, George.
Did you want one, George?
Strike up the band.
Cheers, everybody. Decorations, maybe present beautiful pink flowers and ribbon. That was the groomsman.
There, look at the camera, Peter.
I'm a groomsman.
The camera up there. Turn to your left. Look out the door. Yeah.
The beach.
Hello, Lucy.
I do so my capacity as a government-appointed civil marriage ceremony. Happy indeed are those to whom the great gift of love is granted. You, Kit and Denise, who are standing before me at this moment, have found each other through love and a common sharing of interests and pursuits. You have resolved to join in the bond of marriage. May you always be worthy of each other's trust, each a help and support to the other, so that you may lean upon each other with perfect confidence at all times and in every circumstance. May there always be tenderness between you, gentleness and understanding. In joy and in sorrow, may you work together to maintain and ever increase the happiness you found in each other, which alone can mean married life. Have the wisdom always to appreciate each other's point of view and to respect each other as individuals. Whatever you say, do, or even think, be honest and honored towards you. You are about to enter into the bond of marriage with the one you love, and I now ask you, in the presence of these witnesses, individually to reply. Chris, you take Denise to be your wife, and you promise to love and honor, cherish and respect her throughout life. If so, say, I do.
I do.
Denise, do you take Chris to be your husband? Do you promise to love and honor, cherish and respect him throughout life? If so, now you say, I do. And having answered to the affirmative, I now ask you to repeat after me, once again individually, this solemn pledge. Still starting with that. I, Christopher Peter Edwards,
I, Christopher Peter,
take you, Denise Carol Davis,
take you, Denise Carol Davis,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
And I promise before these witnesses,
And I promise before these witnesses,
in the presence of family and friends,
in the presence of family and friends,
to be your loving, faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in good fortune and in adversity,
in good fortune and in adversity,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in
in
health,
sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as we both shall live.
As long as we both.
As long as you both shall live.
You repeat after me. I, Denise Carol Davis,
I, Denise Carol Davis,
take you, Christopher Peter Edwards,
take me, Christopher Peter Edwards,
to be my husband.
to be my husband,
And I promise before these witnesses,
and I promise before these witnesses,
and in the presence of family and friends,
and in the presence of family and friends,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be a loving and faithful wife,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in good fortune and in adversity,
in good fortune and in adversity,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in
as
health,
long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
This ring is a token of your love. It symbolizes your marriage bond. Just as its lines and so must be your devotion to one another. Neither time, place, or any circumstance must ever change. And the meaning of it sink into your hearts as you bind your lives together. Now ask Kit to take this ring, whilst placing it on Denise's hand. Repeat after me. Denise,
Denise,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I take you to be my wife.
I take you to be my wife.
This cup of wine is symbolic of the cup of life. And as you're about to share the one cup, so may you share all that life may bring. For the sweetness life's cup may hold to you should be sweeter, because you drink it together. And should there ever be drops of bitterness, they will be lessened, because you share. Wine is a symbol of joy. May your togetherness as husband and wife be full of joy, and may you go forth together to fulfill the highest and noblest now that you've spoken the words which unite your lives, and have placed the ring in Denise's hand, I do hereby, in conformity with the laws of Australia, declare your marriage to be valid and binding, and I pronounce you both, Denise and Chris, the husband and wife. May you always share life's joys and life's trials, and go together in understanding and teamwork. May love and companionship abide within your home, and may you grow old together in health and in contentment, ever grateful for this beautiful Sunday afternoon. All you hope for. Your life as husband and wife. Friends, may I introduce to you Christopher, Edward, and Denise Davis, husband and wife.
That was a throw.
No, no, no.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Hello, Lucy.
That's why Lucy.
Isn't it pretty? Can you see your hair? You all done?
Lovely.
Thank you for being here.
Good.
Lucy, you could have hardly seen her. Lucy, you're supposed to do the jogging. You could have hardly Oh, sorry.
Now it's my great pleasure to present you both with your official certificate of marriage. I hope you will always cherish it as a memento of a very meaningful future. You both are in the field of teaching. You know, in life, we not only learn by making up programs, but by being an example. Things are not taught, but caught. The real qualities of life. And you only catch, as it were, feeling of happiness. Because that is the truest and finest and most lasting lesson. Only one more question. who's going to keep the documentary evidence?
Well, the person who's the most organised.
You see, actually, that is a psychological test. See, there are no volunteers because each one is scared to take it away from the other.
We all keep together.
We keep it together. I tell you, I give her the envelope. Actually, the key thing is the generosity or desperation has increased the envelope now to full size. It used to be half the size.
Oh, how it's
I give you the envelope with a single piece of art. It's still with the royal crest.
Yes.
I give you the congratulations.
Thank you very much, Fred.
Now you can all relax.
Lovely wedding.
No, that's because I get it all.
Dueling camera.
So is it? Yeah.
In a few days, I'll bring you up. Find out if I've found it.
You're locked out.
I'm not drinking any.
I'd like to have a focus so close, actually.
You're an absolute vision, don't worry. I love your dress.
Yeah.
I don't look for it either.
Sam, here's my photograph.
On the shoe, that was a good one.
Makes a man.
Carl, I'm no good at this. Can someone else take it?
You have to do it sort of sideways, Max. Sam,
Yeah? Now look natural. Look natural.
If I was being honest about it. Similar front, isn't it?
Yeah, we decided where to put the wedding cake. There's a cake right there. There's actually there's another beautiful cake. You know which one? We have, like all the parties, we have one with the cake at the moment. We've gone through it.
What's big now?
You'll see the one we had. Oh, you heard?
No, yeah, we'll just say it then.
That was whispering. Now the vanilla slice.
That's how I feel.
I need to get in with the roll.
Oh, thanks.
Hey.
Turn it off now.
You can say cheese, cheese, everyone's here.
And leather jacket and there's no watch.
Lucy.
She's taking it.
Remember Jim Burlow?
Can you do it there?
Hey, listen, what's that dress like to do twirls in?
That's Carl
Can you do a twirl in that? Hey? Can you do twirls in that?
Oh my goodness.
See if you can do a twirl in it.
Fell down.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Sing that little song about the square thing.
Oh yeah.
The square crow. And up jumped the square crow. This is what he said. I'm a jingle-dang square crow with the flippy floppy hat. I shake my hands like this and I shake my hands like that. Don't you, Lucy? Hey?
Now you're on camera.
Yeah, on candid camera.
Hi. I had voices.
Well, hi Georgia. Thank you very much for coming today to make our wedding such a beautiful occasion. And here we are with the beautiful ocean behind us. It's been a lovely afternoon and I've enjoyed it as much as you have. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Yeah.
Did you think Lucy, I hope Lucy didn't sort of run away too soon.
No.
She's lost her flowers. What else can I show you? Well, this is the bedroom. This is what we wake up to every morning. We love the sound of the waves and the colour of the sea, that it changes every moment. It's a different colour. See that picture there?
Yeah.
My little Annie, who's now 22 years old, she did that when she was only 6. I think it's a beautiful picture, don't you?
Yeah.
Would you like to? I'll show you around. Come and I'll show you the rest of our new unit.
Okay.
So come with me. Would you like to follow me?
Yeah, haven't you go before me?
I'll go right. Come. This is the study, and this is where we're supposed to study, but of course we don't. And we've got the view again. This is where we're going to sort of read and to be serious. And that's the famous cutler desk from your great-grandfather. Your great-grandfather's desk. Kit's grandfather, Greg's grandfather, and your great-grandfather. And we're going to fix all that up, make it nice and tidy. Actually, perhaps we shouldn't focus on that, it's a little bit untidy. And looks like we've got some beautiful gifts, which I haven't opened yet, but I will. And they all look very lovely. So, how would you like to come with me and I'll show you the rest of the flat?
Okay. You go before
Why
me.
don't you take somebody else? A bathroom.
Very
Just doing a
beautiful.
video of the house. We're about to do the cake. And come through. Hey, Denise, Michelle wants to go home.
The three sisters.
Oh, well, I'm being videoed at the moment. Can I stand there to take pictures?
Jingle jangle square crow with the flippy floppy hat. I shake my hands like that. Things like that.
If you cut the bottom, you got to keep the. No, I'm setting it.
You hold mine.
Now you get round the other side, Kit.
Which one do we cut? We cut the top one or the bottom one? I think we cut the top one.
Can you turn this way a bit? That's it. So
Well, you can.
Um,
You can.
Don't cut the bottom.
You're in charge. You're in charge.
Come on.
Here we go. Watch out. You ready for it?
Happy married.
Don't touch the bottom. Don't touch the bottom. Don't touch the bottom.
Yeah, make it.
I'd like Josh. No, that's enough.
Josh, you're meant to be MC.
You're MC, yes. Oh, the MC's coming back.
He's present, he's now present.
It's now.
Okay, we're going to have a couple of speeches now. So,
With great formality.
okay, we're going to have two
Well, there's
speeches.
champagne.
Where's Mary?
Yeah, Nat. There's some champagne in there, isn't there? I will pass some champagne around the first floor.
You can't go on until without.
Thank you. This is the original one.
The roof is cheap. You don't pay anything for the roof, but you got to pay.
Okay. Okay. Everyone, please be silent for as long as you can.
That's enough. Talk amongst yourselves.
The owl and the pussycat met near the sea at a party in '81. They partied and danced and sailed and romanced, and together they had lots of fun. Together they had lots of fun.
Then Pussy said, "Ow, you art deco foul. Your taste is the best in the world. Too long we have tarried, oh let us get married. But where shall the wedding be held, But where shall the wedding be held?" The search went on for a year and a day in the mean land of real estate. And right on the sea they found the key which opened the home of their fate which opened the home of their fate.
Slimy agent, are you willing to sell for some shillings your flat? Said the agent, I will. So the contracts were signed when they finally made up their minds to live in the house on the hill, to live in the house on the hill.
Now, Owl wanted roast. Pussy
I'll just have toast.
for the sumptuous wedding feast. So now we're all here. Please lend us your ear as we wish them life,
Love.
and peace. So please raise your glasses to Pussy and Owl for the voyage starting this afternoon. As hand in hand by the Tamarama sand, they dance by the light of the moon, they dance by the light of the moon. Again, that's a competition.
I think that's gorgeous.
Very good.
Okay, and now Peter's going to say something. The father of the groom.
Thank you very much. I wanted to welcome, on behalf of Marion and myself, Denise into our family, and I think she looks very lovely today, as she always does. And I wish her luck, which is what you do with the bride. But as far as Chris goes, I've got to say congratulations.
Thank you.
And that a friendly reminder that at your age I'd already been married half a century. You'd better make up for lost time. But I always remember some long while ago, Denise suddenly went off and learnt to sail a ship. And I said, hello, hello, hello. I thought to myself, she likes the cut of his jib. And a couple of, well, 18 months ago on a fateful long weekend, Boxing weekend it was, Chris and Denise headed out to sea in the wake of the yacht club race down to Hobart. But they went the other way, which was indeed fortunate. But they still got the howling gale. And as you remember, 2/3 of those yachts had to retire, some were sunk, men overboard and goodness knows what. But Denise and Chris headed off, and the gale, of course, hit them on the way to the Hawkesbury River. And of course, nothing puts the terror into the heart of a mariner than being on a gale in a lee shore with nowhere to go except north. And they stuck to it, and of course, Chris always being flying by the seat of his pants, wouldn't have had anything like a reefing knot on the sail or anything like that, and he had to get out onto the bowsprit, and he was being dunked almost to his head in seawater. I think it was a fairly good baptism of sail, that one. But they arrived at the entrance, a boiling cauldron it was, the Hawkesbury, and they headed in. Well, the little old ship that they owned there was built by Sterner people 70 years ago, and she raised the skirts and floated into a little bay there near the lighthouse where they settled down to get over the storm and to recuperate. Well, then they transferred along their trip up the Hawkesbury to where we used to go as a kid. Chris used to go as a kid, exploring all the secret waterfalls and the little beaches. And he was able to keep in communication with me with his mobile, telling me how beautiful it all was there. But the motor started to overheat, so he had to make his way back to the yacht club across the eastern shore, which was really fortunate because that was the day, the weekend, that the whole of the Hawkesbury caught fire, in fact the whole of Sydney caught fire. And there was this terrible conflagration, all the houses burnt to the water. And the blackened mess afterwards, Chris was just about in tears, I feel, when he told me just nothing was left. But of course he's been back since, with Brad, sailing there and going to the basin, it's all back again. But I wanted to say that that's a little bit of life, and life's like that. You have your boos and your arrays, and that is how it goes. And they stuck together on that weekend, and they came out smiling, although very chastened. But I'm sure that life's going to be like that with them because they stick to one another, they stick to the ship and they keep going. And that's what you have to do. And I'd just like to wish you both a very, very long, happy future. And I'd like to welcome also your family into the family. I'll be able to boast now that I've got 5 grandchildren. And one of them's a doctor, which I've always wanted to do. Of course, my aunts and all that, all their children seem to be doctors and engineers and all that. But my children are educationalists. But I don't know that what they're not doing a better job. Having had a few doctors in the job. But I can always get on to Joss if I need a secret script. And I wish you both the best of luck, and on behalf of Marion and myself, and we're so pleased to see you at least, settling down for life. After all, you're just a boy, really. Thank you.
The recipients of all those compliments and would like to say something.
It would be really difficult to top that one, but the other day when I went to David Jones or some other store, I was talking to one of the sales assistants, and I said, I told him when I was getting married. He said, "Oh, I haven't been married." He said, "Well, what's it like?" He said, "Well, we say in Persian that marriage is like a camel that lies behind every door." And I've been trying to think,
where are you going to put the camel?
where am I going to put the camel in this little unit? It's something to do with the elephants not forgetting. And it's something that I want to say that I could never forget Denise. There are a lot of animals. I think you'll agree that I've married the most beautiful woman and the most lovely companion. And I have to say on behalf of us all, thank you for coming. And we're both, I think, we're both very, very, very happy to be here and very, very happy to be married to each other. And thank you all for coming. And one last thing. Today is Sam's birthday. We shall never forget our anniversary. We'd like you to a toast to Sam and to all of us. A toast. A toast to life and a toast to Sam. Thank you. Everyone.
Happy birthday dear Sam. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, for they are jolly good fellows.
They are jolly good fellows. They are jolly good fellows. And so say all of us.
And so say all of us. And so say all of us. For they are jolly good fellows. For they are jolly good fellows. For they are jolly good fellows. And so say all of us. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray!
And I'd like to make a small presentation to our birthday boy.
Happy birthday. Thanks very much.
Yay.
And the speeches aren't finished yet, so don't get too excited. Denise is going to say one last thing.
Oh yeah?
One last.
One last speech.
I don't want to be completely traditional.
I didn't think the bride spoke this time. It was always the husband spoke because it's the last time he'd ever be able to speak.
Well, I have to have the last word. So this is in keeping with the rhyming verse that we've been enjoying all through this thing from the Owl and the Pussycat, but I can't match yours anyway. Our course was set back in 81. 'Twas a festive night in May, and naught we knew when first we met of where our future lay. Our voyage perilous took us through many a storm and squall. We tacked, we jived, and broad reached too, together skipper and crew, until we reached this sea-swept port in Tamarama Bay, and put down anchor firm and true on this our wedding day.
Beautiful.
To all who've come from far and near, as we set sail once more, we give you thanks for your good cheer, and we love you one and all. I'd just like to say a special thank you to Marion and Peter for helping us so much towards this day, and to my beautiful children for all the help and support that they've given me, not only today but over the years, and for doing all of this beautiful decoration and for your beautiful speech, thank you, and for everybody, thank you for coming and making this such a wonderful day, and happy birthday, Sam. So please keep, oh, we've got to cut the cake now, don't we? I mean, we have to cut it up. Okay.
Now you walk like this. Give him a big kid. Show him. Up and down.
Everyone, they're going.
Sorry.
as you
I think you can stay there, Dave. I think otherwise you'll be caught in the rut.
Ça m'étonne.
J'habite pas ici.
Oui, j'allais te demander, tu habites où alors?
Avec 4 enfants.
Occasionally I see you later. I'll see you later.
Médecine. Est-ce qu'on dit médecine? Si elle est-
Coming to see me. No, you're all coming to see us off.
We're going to the...
All the best, Denise.
Correct, Kit. Good shot. Oh dear. You are dear.
I can't even get in the door. It's all wrapped up. It's fantastic, Josh. Thanks. Bye.
It's been TP'd.
Thanks.